Liberia, food estate. So welcome to our facility. As you are aware, in our quest to ensure that we clear the street of narcotic substances, we have been very robust to ensure that we have a robust drugs law as well. So some of those things that we've been doing over the years is to go after traffic costs, press charges, and forward them to court. So it's a clear example of what we have been doing in the past. So not to bore you much, straight to the issue. Last night we received a tip of the Oscar airline at the version of the Rami and RIA. So we got our team of intelligence, we decided to go there. So the intelligence was only like Oscar airline landed and passengers boarded the flight, or they got off the flight. Luggages were on the conveyor belt trying to get out. But we saw the cartoon that was left abandoned on the conveyor belt. But nobody to claim ownership, so we became concerned. So we have gathered intelligence that a female was coming to take delivery of the cartoon. So we wanted to see that female. So the RIA detachment notified us to be on the alert. While they were on the alert, this lady came, who is James Elton Ferguson, the prime suspect. She came closer to the cartoon and decided to observe the terrain. But we're keeping something on operations. So she observed. From there, she saw the terrain was not conducive for her. She left the scene. So the cartoon was still left vulnerable. It was there. At the end of the day, the airport, people started clearing the terminal of the airport. So a fellow came and took out the bags, out, passed through customs and immigration, and brought it out. As soon as they brought it out, she intercepted him and decided to talk to some of the security guards. According to her, she worked for the Liberia police. So she was interacting with the guards, and her friend didn't know nothing, but worrying the war going on because we saw the suspicious on. So when the war going on, so after she got the bags, got all of the terminal, our officer went and intercepted the bags and wanted to investigate. So the bag was taken to our RIA office, and we went there, we decided to do a search. While we were carrying on the search, they did a consumer method. Where is the cartoon? There's the bag here. So they normally do, they mix the clothes here, they put the clothes in the bags, and they open the spaces here and they conceal the substances in it. So if you open the bag, the cartoon, you will not see anything of such in it. You will not see the clothes and other stuff. It has some beans and other stuff with it mixed with it. Yeah, as you can see. So there's the cartoon.
That's how it went.
So that's how it went. You can see.
So this place was closed.
You
won't know you feel that this is
The
the
same
cartoon.
cartoon.
Yeah.
So right here.
So okay. So took a knife and opened the bags, and we saw the substances being concealed in here. So we decided to come to town to see how best we can investigate and to just gather some information from it. So last night we called for reinforcement. We came to town. It was so late. God, I can say it was this morning by 2 a.m. So what we did, we just hardened the team. And this morning we wanted to investigate it. So because we don't have our forensic people for the crime lawyer to test and to actually to authenticate whether it's cocaine or heroin or methamphetamine. So our crime lab people came this morning. They were able to test to identify the type of drugs that were seized last night from the airport. So the drugs, this drugs you see, so it's heroin, raw heroin. They were well and tested. 3.6 kilogram heroin. And 1 kilogram worth 50,000 United dollars. Times 3.6 is 180,000 United dollars. When you do the conversion in Liberian dollars, it's 30,600,000 Liberian dollars of heroin how much you were bringing. So the next person you see that is our accomplice. She was also there trying to bribe our officer to see whether we compromise the case. So we were also on top of our game. We ran out them up and brought them to town. So this is the accomplice here. So we just want the public to know that we have been very robust, and these are some of the challenges and some of the stuff that we go through. The consumer method is causing problems for us. The substances pass through customs and immigration. So bulk of our work is based on intelligence, high classified intelligence. So why if we are not gathering this intelligence regarding the cartoon, the parcel that will come, we're going to pass free, we're going to be all in the street here on distribution. So member of the press, the LDA is here for you. If you have any information regarding drugs and illicit activity in your area, notify the DEA authority. Will move in to see how best we can clear the street, but substances, that is the drugs and heroin. So And also, we have some activity upcoming again that has to do with the tournament. We'll have a one-day tournament with the President of Liberia because the press will help us to disseminate information to you guys are the folk estate. They're always there for us. So they will disseminate information for us to know that DA is very robust in tackling drugs and illegal substances. So following that, on the main day, June 26th, we'll proceed to Disco Hill to where we dispose our substances that have been collected from the street. So one of the reasons why you see we want to have a program is that we notify stakeholders, members of the folk estate, the government, civil society, our partners, to disabuse the perception that's in the public. Because some of your colleagues in the media are always there spewing gibberish saying that the DA arrest substances and the real substances. They can't see how the substances are being disposed. So on June 26th, the media, the mass media will be invited to come to Disco Hill. We'll facilitate the media to go there. If you can come to our office, we'll facilitate you to go there to visit the burning SSR. We have huge quantity of substances that are being collected from the street, will be disposed on that day, will be tested and be disposed to disabuse the perception that's in the public. Because you are aware, the current drug law is not robust. We want a robust drug law. And one of the drug law that is non-bailable, that will have tougher punishment for traffickers. As you are aware, we arrest traffickers, press charge and forward in the court. The next day, after 2-3 days, you see them loitering in the street. And the perception now, and now we're having this press conference now. Who know why we come out of this? Because we don't know we talk about rehabilitating and reintegrating the users. But as long as the user continue to receive supply, there's no way the user can be rehabilitated. So member of the media, not to bore you much, I think maybe my deputy director for operation want to add on or they want to weigh in on what I just said. So honorable deputy director Lorenzo Penalty can weigh in and talk to
Yeah,
the
just
member of the
what
press.
Bob just said, my key concern will have to do with the airport issue. So I want to say thank you for coming. I want to bore you people, because I've said it all. So
And in closing, one more thing. As you are aware, in law enforcement, capacity building is key. So we have some upcoming training and some are currently ongoing. So, member of the press again, I would like to say thank you for affording us the opportunity and for building yourself here to cover our program today. So these are the two suspects, so you can see they can take some pictures and maybe from them we can pay some.
so you come forward.
Here are.
Close up. Bless you.
Come close.
Yeah. So the media, I think we will entertain a few questions.
All right, so that's it. Let me say thank you, Honorable Director, for this splendid deliberation. Like my director have just said, to recap, he ended up with the issue of the training, capacity building training that is rolling out recently in the past weeks and even present as we speak. And then he talked about the drugs that were arrested of gross value, more than $30,600,000 and also talked about the way they were arrested based on intelligence. And of course, he also talked about what we are anticipating to do this year with regards to the World Drug Day celebration. Instead of holding our normal indoor program, it's not going to be like that. We're going to be holding a one-day sport tournament, probably with president, and we're hoping to serve them the communication to that effect. And we'll also be doing a mass community-based awareness approach across the community to sensitize people on the danger of drug abuse. And so we want to say thank you. But these drugs that were arrested, they were arrested by consumer mentor, and thank God, you know, for the intelligence of our people and of course where we got the source for to have them arrested. Like you can see, this is a powder cup. Apparently you take it to be a powder, but it's not a powder. It's holding inside with another huge quantity of drugs. It's in a powder. Powder cup. This one is also a cream. You see it? It's a cream, but it's not just an ordinary shampoo or cream, but it was open and they placed some drugs into them. Including this one, you see a big cake like a bathing soap, but it's a compressed heroin. So it was in this Dettol soap pack. Seal up. Perfectly. Okay? I'm coming, we'll get to the question. So these are the drugs that were arrested on food. We discovered another something full leg substance believed to be, I don't know what, a polo or so. And this other one is also like a, I don't know, Kenya peanut, right?
Peanut.
But that's a form.
Yeah, it's in the form of a peanut butter, but it was tested and there was a market, it was mixed. Probably they just pulled this thing inside and mix it, but it's also with drugs. Okay? No, the ones in the laptop that some of the yeah, that were to cover up, you know, after they conceal it in the carton, they put clothes there, put something on top of it.
Some of the weed you can use.
So that's just it, and not to bore you. Having said all of these things, perhaps, you know, you may want to ask questions, you may want to also interview or talk with the suspect that were arrested. The floor is yours and you are liberty to do that. Yeah.
My name is Maurice Page. I'm right from Article Newspaper. I'm really concerned about authority from the RIA. Have you spoken with Asker Ellie? Because as it relates to the drugs being into the flights.
The issue is that it will be good we ask them, will also be good now they're importing because they do business. People go to them, pay money to transfer the goods.
So they have not violated anything with the drugs.
Internationally, we can say that they're violated because it's a commercial flight, and people have their luggages that they put on the flight. So who determines as to whether the luggages has substance in it or not? You cannot tell. But thank God at least we're able to prevent this thing from being smuggled into our country.
Okay, I'm Princess Tamara from Joy FM. Yeah. My attention has been drawn to this arrest. Is it the first of its kind at the island?
No.
Okay.
Well, a year ago, we arrested a female on last November. Okay, before I go to the last November, I will carry way back. A year ago, we arrested Cleo Capper, one Cleo Capper. 8 kilos of heroin from the same RIA. She came from Madagascar and she was arrested. But she had it concealed in the suitcase. Similar like that, but concealed in the suitcase. And last November, we also arrested a Nigerian national carrying the substance in his stomach. Yeah, the 23 tubes. He was arrested. Currently, as we speak, he being remanded at the Kakata prison pending trial. So he's not the first of his kind.
All right. If I may know, the issue of the drugs law, where is the LD as we stand? Because there are a series of groupings, like partners coming, or even student groupings that are calling for the drugs law to become available stuff in the country, right? And then of recent, we're told that the LDA wrote the House a petition in making this law, come into existence. So currently, as we speak, how is it like? How's this thing?
Oh, okay, to the issue of the drugs law, like I said, we've been working with key stakeholders.
Okay.
To name few, Honorable Tomo Bushwa, Honorable Milton Tiaje, Senator Marshall Dende, Honorable Swakoko, and including the Law Reform Commission, the Governor Commission, civil societies, the schools, the churches, and the international partners. So we have had serious stakeholder conferences. We intend to go nationwide. Some of the conferences that we have were very fruitful to ensure that we have a robust drugs law, that is to amend certain provisions within the drugs law. So we're sure that in subsequent time, they will introduce that, but once it's drafted, finally, it will be introduced on the floor for debate, and the people are going to put a strong debate as to why is it wanted to be non-billable and more tougher. So we are making progress. I can tell you we have been receiving a lot of support. So we are making progress in that direction.
Lastly, just for better understanding, you said that James Eto Ferguson was one of those that were arrested. Can you kind of give us the next person full name?
The next person is Garment Jara. Garment Jara, age 43. James Eto, age 38. If you want the profile, we can give you the entire profile. Yeah, both are librarians.
Yeah, finally from my end. Honorable Director, I heard you mention that the drugs officers assigned at the RIA are joint security.
Yeah.
So what efforts have you made to your boss, the president, who appointed you as it relates to some of the officers who usually facilitate wrong thing at the airport? What efforts have you made?
No, but actually we have not caught any officer in facilitating. Maybe have been rumor, but we have not caught any officer. For us, we have zero tolerance on officers involved with recycling and compromising.
So the one linked to that, who is that?
Okay, he worked with I think a custom officer. Yeah, I think custom, maybe some guy that work at the airport.
You know the airport.
At times too, you have specific people that hold the luggages outside for people.
No,
you understand me? So at times, if you hold the luggages outside, it does not mean that you're working with the person that you ain't on the cartoon. The only thing you want to take something, little compensation from the person, so the person can be wrong and say, how many luggage they may help you. So just suppose the period I got that you ain't want that luggage, you does not even know anything about the substance arrested. But you only do not take the token. You know, so
like to the issue they just spoke again, just close up there. The issue that has to do with officers involved with recycling and compromising. We have zero tolerance on that. If you have been following us in the news, you know that. In the space of 3 months, we have this 8 of our senior officers were recycling and compromising. So it goes across the joint security. All the joint security don't control out of recycling on the part of the officer. We take tough measure, we subject you to the board of internal investigation, you're being investigated. Following the investigation, they provide recommendation and finding them will add on it. So in the space of 3 months, we have dismissed 8 of our senior officers that are cutting it out of recycling and compromising to take out reports out and to the issue of recycling and compromising.
I don't know. Let me just get this clear. I just want to find out. Let me just do something to just divert from what we're talking. It's about this information. I really want to understand the issue of arrest in the country of recent by officers of the LDA.
Yeah, go ahead.
The issue of arrest by officers of the LDA, there are so many allegations. There have been allegations of officers going into people's homes, allegedly busting homes and then taking belongings. We have had like more than 5 persons coming to the media and then telling us that officers went at my house and then they took along belongings like my phone, and then there were no drugs. They even went and stole our items. So this has been a serious challenge, especially for us out there. So most often we get like concerned. If you ask Chiefly, there have been series of calls made to him. Oh, what happened? These officers that are on the field, are they ready? Your officers, we really want you people to speak on this. What become of these allegations leveled on the LDA? So actually, that's my point. I really want to know what we can do as media practitioner, as journalists who come out, with these complaints, and then we want to like talk back to the people. Maybe at times we call Chiefly to acting on facts. So what do you make of that?
Like the issue is just like the issue that has to do with the allegation
Officers
against some of our officers. Like for us, our officers want to go a federal arrest. The only action that will be taken from that place is action that will assist them in the process of investigation. Like something like laptops, phones, and we can aid them by screwing that they don't just go and vandalize people. And officers don't just enter into people who are legal instruments. Our officers obtain search and seizure warrant, give you the permit to enter into a home to do a search legally, and it will be guarded by the sheriff and supervised. So our officers, so I thought some of these things are just allegations. People go up because they got some friends in the media that go and just spew allegations against our officers. But for us, we will not take things that will aid us in an investigation, but we won't go and we won't shoot our officers when they cut in wrong out of it. So we won't shoot our officers.
Director, probably we should ask the last question. The allegations, right? And I responded to that already, right?
Like the issue that you're talking about, the allegation, somebody called me from, I think one of your colleagues on the media called me a couple of months ago, say, oh, there's a lady on radio calling saying that the officer went into a place and that's why. The thing is very simple. The office is here. If you have issue against some of our officer allegations, you come here. If you come here, we can give you attention, then you can run to the media. Then when you just get out, you run to the media. How you expect to know that our officer misbehaving? You run to the media, at the end of the day, the media actually whether you are going to the DA office and at the end of the day, have the wrong back. We're not going to go find later that all making the allegation. They got arrested with drugs and arrested with weapons. At the end of the day, they send both of them, they send you to South Beach. At the end of the day, she couldn't say nothing. I was like, why she didn't go back to the media to inform the media that she run a DA? Yeah. She didn't come to our office, but because she had few members in the media, she went to them, they were, oh, DA officer corrupt here and there. Not knowing the guy in question, the guy was arrested with gun and drugs. They carry them in the South Beach, and when they talk them in the South Beach, they say, oh, DA conspire with the judiciary. We don't send for the South Beach. No. We send for the court. Our multiple charges. How you afford the South Beach?
And so to close up, like my director said, most times the people are ignorant. They feel that they want to use a means to get redress or whatever. So when it goes to the media, even if you want to interview or talk to them, please tell them to come to our committee. Instead of using the microphone or stay on the radio and trying to defend the institution we've not heard from us. Like it has happened several times. People go to the radio and say things and they didn't call us to find out, and they went on the air and start blowing it out of proportion and telling it a different way. It's wrong. I think we all should breed a kind of a cohesive society where if you have problems, you know who to address or who to get to take these problems to, and then we'll solve them. For us here, like my boss have said, we have a strict tolerance on that. If our officers fall below the ethical belt, trust us, we'll do what is appropriate to save this institution and to save the image of this government. That's what we are put to do. Thank you. So if there's no other questions, we want to say, thank you for being here. The suspects are here. Perhaps you want to talk to them. You are liberty to do so. And with nothing else, we'd like to call this press conference a day. And again, I want to say thank you to the whole director. Thank you guys for attending the press conference.
So your name?
Chief Center.
Today you are here at the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency. Why are you here?
I was sitting at my shop yesterday and received a call from one of my friends in Nigeria. She called me, she told me that she got her there, but she tried to come back home. I should go in Sunday, but someone will give me a tag on the airport. So when I get to the airport, there's a guy that went to the airport. He brought a tag to me, but when I came outside, when I get to the place, I didn't have mask. So he told me, the guy told me that I should get mask back into the terminal. So when I got outside for the mask, the guy came to me and he gave me the tag. So I said, what the tag for? He said, I received the tag from Aska. I said, but the guy told me that they were on parcel. How much he gave me the tag. I decided to go in for the bag. When I went in for the bag, I said, well, I asked the girl, what's in the bag? She told me it was hair and slippers. So I could keep for her. For that drugs, I don't really know about drugs.
So the arrest was made at the Liberian, the Rabos International Airport, and you alleging that your friend called you to pick her up. What is the relationship with this friend that called you to pick her up?
I always lost to where she live in Nigeria. If I go to get my market, I always go and buy hair, slippers. I sell drinks here.
Where do you sell the drink?
Yeah, at the CDC compound.
How long you been selling at CDC compound?
What?
How long have you been selling at CDC compound?
Since campaign time.
Since campaign time. Okay. So today you are being arrested and you should be filed to court by the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency. So
I can go to court. I'm innocent because I don't know anything about it.
okay.
How long this friend been sending drugs to you? Is it from Mr. Drugs, basically to you to pick up?
No, it's my first time for saying
Your first
goods
time?
too. Yeah. But I always go to Nigeria, come back with my uncles. You guys sell many things too.
Good afternoon too. No, how you doing? Your name?
Kamochala.
Kamon Jala. You are here today. Can you give an idea, explain to us why you here?
I really know nothing about it. And my sister, she
The director did mention you have been arrested before.
no.
You have
And my
been
sister,
So what do you do for a living?
I sell coal and sell barrel things. But my people
So you have
always
never
say
been
I-
arrested? Never.
I said no.
Okay.
So
But how you got linked to this thing right now? What
Really?
happened?
She my sister, I don't always go to her. I was selling place. And me and her,
Where she sell?
she sell drinks
Where?
to
To the airport?
no.
where?
On the oral.
Which part of the oral?
She said drink on the old road.
Yeah.
Okay.
On see, so like how come when she call me? Nah, she said, I said, what be here? She said, what be here? I said, oh, I'm on the road. She said, please come. I said, what be here? She said, go out to the airport. Please, you get 140 with you? I said, yeah, I get 140 with me, but I get. When she said, yeah, you wanted to pay away, I said, what pay? She told me, say, Ralphie Airport. So I said, I come in. And I move from here because it was late when she called me. It was after like 7 o'clock when she called me. Before I reached to her, it was late. Now she called me, she said, I said, now when the person he said, sit down. I sat down. 2 hours we were talking. He said, I'm going to take out my bangle from my hand and my earring. Now I'm going to give it to him. I gave you with my purse, everything.
But I told you when they told you to take out your earring, take out your bangle, you got arrested.
Oh, mama.
We all doing anything.
Nothing.
Madam Jana, she told you what she got the goose for?
Who?
Did she mention what she got the goose for?
She said one of my friends sent her goods to come go free from the airport.
To work free from the airport.
Yes.
And then she did you there.
She called me to bring money to her.
So why would it
Or how much was the money?
140.
They got it?
No.
So I'm still kind of concerned. You lived on the old road. She's your friend, and she called you to carry 140 US. That's a huge sum of money in our society, especially the Burson economy. What did she? Excuse me. What did she tell you she was going to do with the money that she called you to?
She said she wouldn't want to free her goods. Her friend sent her goods to free it.